Hey guys, we are back. I've got Rads on my left.
Yep. Hi, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh well, what a week it's been. False Mill on Saturday. How do you feel?
Probably the most confidence I've felt about a game in quite a while, really. And it's funny, really, because you watched my preview I did the other week, and I was just saying, "Oh, I've got no confidence that you're going to lose." It just shows what a changing manager can do, really. I think Steve Cooper's a very good appointment, and I think based off how he played at the weekend against Huddersfield, I thought we were fantastic against them. Looked like a completely different team, and obviously we changed the formation and that, and I think it made quite a big impact as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for once. I think it should be good.
Yeah, I mean, you touched up upon Steve Cooper being a good appointment. Do you feel like that we got the players to play the way that he likes to play?
Yeah, actually, I do. I mean, as he said himself, we have got a good team, and everyone knows it's underperforming. And I just think Houghton, I think he came to Forest the wrong time, really. I think maybe if it was a few years ago, it would have been a good appointment, but I just think maybe he's a bit outdated with the style of play that he has. But I think the fact that we've signed, Lowe and Spence, who are wing backs, and we also have Drager as well. We've signed wing backs, and we've also got that Rodrigo guy as well, who not too aware of signing another centre back. I think it definitely does say we're going to play three at the back a lot more often going forward. And to do that, obviously, you need wing backs, and that's what Cooper played a lot when he was at Swansea. So, yeah, I think we've definitely been preparing for Steve Cooper. I think Cooper's been on the cards for quite a while. I know he said it happened in just a few days, but if we're going to sign wing backs and sign players that are clearly able to play that kind of game, that was the transfer window like 3 weeks ago. I think it's been on the cards for quite a long time, really, and it's good that we've actually got a plan of action, and it looks like quite a forward-thinking appointment for once. So yeah, I think hopefully he can actually do something with us.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, there was that posting the Sun on Sunday about the transfer, saying about Hooting fired them shots, saying that he weren't anything to do with the transfer. So you are probably right that we probably was planning with Cooper coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, are you happy with Stephen Reed staying on as coach? I mean, it's in.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think he did great at the weekend. Saying he was thrown into the deep end really is to be our manager basically for that one game. I think he did great. I think it was also the fact that Houghton wasn't there. I think he was always going to be some form of impact, but I mean, I suppose you could say because he was within Houghton's team, I suppose that's not a good thing, I suppose. But it's not like he was with Houghton all these years, like Paul Trooper or whatever. I think he's been with Houghton a long time, wherever he's gone. Reed came in as just an extra coach, just because he obviously wanted to sign one. So I think he isn't like he will have a bit of Houghton's like DNA tactically within him, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue because he's clearly a decent coach to have around.
Yeah, and as well with having him, obviously Cooper's quite good with like developing the younger coaches and players. So obviously he had that track record with England and with Phil Foden and everyone. So do you feel like that it is a Dean Murphy appointment?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, like you say, he won the World Cup with England in the 17s several years ago, and obviously he's worked with lots of Mighton and Garner before. I think he's worked with Wall, players like that. So it's good that he's already knows some of these players really well, and he'll know this squad well because he's come up against it quite a few times. And I think it's also good, really, that obviously he knows the squad and how it's got into this position because obviously we don't like to talk about it, but his team is the one that made Forest kind of go downhill a year ago, of course, in that playoff disaster. So it's kind of funny that he's coming in to try and fix us. But yeah, I think Cooper's definitely to do with Murphy, because Murphy's a very forward-thinking and, aspiring CEO to have around, and he's clearly got a good plan in place. And I think if we just let Murphy do his thing, I think finally we will get a bit of stability. I know we've just changed yet another manager, but Murphy he didn't have anything to do with all those before him. And I think he wanted from the start to replace Houghton, to be honest. I think he probably thought, well, I can't just sack him because I'm here now. It's not my responsibility. But I think he wanted a manager that would, fit into his mould, unlike Houghton, who clearly didn't.
I mean, yeah, I completely agree with that, to be fair. I mean, it's not the easiest game to start, especially with Millwall on Saturday. So how do you feel like going into the Millwall game? Like, do you feel like you're everything going off? Do you feel like that keeper will set us up tactically right?
Yeah, like I said at the start, I think we'll be full of confidence, and I think if we can keep playing like we did at the weekend against Huddersfield, there's no reason why we shouldn't get a result. And I think this squad just needed a burst of energy into it, and it isn't a squad that's just meant to be walking the league or anything, but it's a squad that should be doing way better than 23rd now as it is, because I think it's seen joke going about that Cooper has already got us off the bottom of the table already, but obviously that's nothing to do with him. But like you say, I think it will take a bit of time probably to fully settle in, as any manager would do. But I think in time we will see it really take shape after 10 or so games. I think we'll start to get a really good idea. And I do think the tactics we played at the weekend probably were, designed within Cooper's philosophy. So yeah, I think we'll definitely see the early signs of it.
Yeah, completely. And I mean, Rome weren't built in a day anyway, so
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, completely agree. I mean, it is against Gary Wowett, who's very popular with the fans for his trainers. Plus, as well, everyone been lifted as well with the news on Derby's 12 points deduction. So Saturday will be very lively.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about Derby getting the deduction?
I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? Really, from our point of view, it's very funny. And obviously, it helps us out a little bit because we're no longer bottom of the league. But I mean, obviously, it's funny to see Derby suffer because they're our rivals. But I think I have seen people say, being neutral, looking at it from a neutral point of view, the staff that aren't to do with the actual footballing side, it is sad to see them having to lose their jobs and that. But on the surface, it's very funny. We have to say that, of course.
Yeah, completely. What scoreline do you feel like it's going to be on Saturday?
I actually think we'll win. It's good to be able to say that because I don't think I've said that once on any of these previous I've done. So yeah, I think I heard that Cooper he just 1-0s, 2-0s. So I think it could be a scoreline like that. And I know Millwall, they haven't been that great so far this season. I think they're 17th or something, so they're not doing particularly well. And I believe they only have one win as well. So they may be higher than us, but they've drawn a lot of games. So I suppose looking at that, it could be a draw, but I have a feeling we'll win. I think the momentum will be on our side. And I think obviously Millwall is quite a mixed record of them at home. Obviously the last time we played them, we won 3-1. It's probably one of Houghton's best games, I'd say. Obviously the year before, we know what happened when we played them. It's the last game with fans, wasn't it? It was 3-0 defeat. I think the year before that was a draw, I believe. So yeah, I can't remember after that. But it's always a bit of a mixed record against them. So to answer your question, yeah, I think it'll be 1-0 Forest, to be honest.
I mean, it'd be nice to actually demolish that 3-0 defeat against them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely agree. I think Millwall got quite a lot of injuries as well, from what I was hearing.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
It'd be good if we could win.
Yeah, completely. I think it could be. I could think it could be 3 goals in it actually. Some
Really?
reason. I think. Yeah, I think how it, after last weekend, I just think everyone's tail's gonna be up, and with Cooper being there, it's gonna be like.
Yeah, I could see that as well. To be fair, you never know what's going to happen.
No, never do before.
Never. No.
So I'd like to say thank you for going on.
Yeah, no problem.
I'd like to say thank you and goodbye.